Hey, my ordinary anglers, we're on the road, headed toward the Wild Card Regional Championship on Pickwick Lake. Hope y'all are having a good day. If you were a veteran, hope you had a good Veterans Day. I'm a veteran. Anyway, I just want to get some things out before we get to what I want to talk about, since we're on the road, and that is on my 5-hour energy. We had a little miscommunication, so the link wasn't up when I thought the link was up. I apologize for that. So if you have tried to use the 5-hour energy affiliate link on my website, it's up now. It's fixed as far as I know. My IT guy has fixed it, and we're having just use Michael 15, and that'll get you a discount. That stuff, man, I'm gonna tell you, it's expensive even in the stores, and you can get a little discount and pay a little better price. Because I use 5-hour energy, like I said before. I use it during tournaments. I'll use it this tournament about 11 o'clock during the day. About midday, I'll add some to. I usually get orange, and I add it to either orange water or orange Gatorade. But anyway, now to the topic at hand, which has been discussed. Congratulations to Mr. Fitzpatrick for winning the Toyota Series Championship on Grand Lake. It was decided by the first weight of the first day, because him and Drew Gill were tied at the end of regulation, for a better word. Anyway, kind of interesting, as I've never seen that before, but now we know how you get the tie break. He had 14 pounds something day one, and I think Drew had 12 something day one. But anyway, so this discussion: if you're a elite angler, or on the BASS trail, or you're on the Bass Pro Tour, how far down is it ethical for you to fish in other tournaments? Should pros be fishing Toyotas or BFLs? That's basically the discussion. Like your comments, please like and subscribe. I have mixed feelings about it. Of course, I've fished BFLs. I'm in the Century Club. I've fished over 100 tournaments as both a boater and a co-angler. And I just want to say this: if you're a pro, it's what you do. You don't have another job. Some of you might, not saying. Most of you are sponsored, and you get boats, and you have to resell the boats at the end of the year. And I get all that. I understand all that. But, you know, I have another job, and I'm trying to get to where you're at. So are many other anglers trying to achieve their dream of turning professional or getting to the Bassmaster Classic. So my thing is, if you come down and fish, I'll leave Toyotas out of it, because Toyotas, you know, the Toyota Championship was $200,000. So Anyway, I just, that to me is fair game. But now when you come down and fish the Bass Fishing League, the Phoenix Bass Fishing League, to me that's more of a problem. Why? Because it's what you do. We might have guys fishing, Pickwick on this wild card regional who are pros trying to go to the All-American because it's $100,000, right? But the idea of that whole thing was, since the days of Red Man and FLW and all that, was for guys like me and my ordinary anglers to try to get to that point and win the All-American so they could turn pro. So if you're already pro and you are coming in and bumping out a guy who's trying to get to where you're at, I don't understand it. I need someone to explain it to me, because I don't think that's quite fair for you to come in when you've already got to the pro level and all of us are trying to get to the pro level. And maybe not everybody's trying to get to the pro level, I don't know. But the whole idea of going to the All-American is to achieve that success and get to a point where, you get $100,000 and then the next year you can, work on the Toyotas, try to get, or the Bass, or the Invitationals, I think they're called something, the Bass Pro Tour this year in 26. But then you can start to afford to do some of those things that you couldn't really try to do before, because you win the All-American, you're going to have sponsors look at you, and you're going to have phone calls from people wanting to advertise with you, be on your YouTube channel, be on your website if you have one, like me. So that's where I think the line needs to be drawn. I shouldn't, and then, in years past, we've had people fishing professionally coming down and just fishing the super tournament of the BFL. Just, the 2-day end of the year tournament that has a little bigger prize money. It's a higher entry fee, and that's cherry picking in my opinion. I don't think that's cool. But now here's the caveat to that. Here's the thing I would say: if you fish the BFLs all during the year, and even if you are a pro, if you fish the whole division and then fish that super tournament at the end of the year, I wouldn't have any kind of problem with that. But just to cherry pick and fish the last tournament, especially, look, guys are trying to get points. They're competing, trying to get, to the regional championship. And that brings up part two of this. It used to be if you made the regional, okay, in the BFL, you didn't get to fish the wild card. So those people who made the regional, just say, I'll use my division as an example. You fish in Mississippi Division, I didn't make the regional. Others did. Well, now you can fish the wild card. Now, I don't really understand understand that because, you know, you had your shot. You made the regional. You had your shot at going to the All-American, and now you get a second chance. You get a second shot. For the people who are other people who didn't make the regional, this is their only shot at going to the All-American. So that's, I just wanted to see what y'all's thoughts are on that, because it doesn't seem right that, you know, I understand they want people to fish and more money, more entry fees. Yeah, and I get it. But we just I just think we gotta rearrange some things with Major League Fishing to help make it a level playing field, make it fair for all concerned. Because the bottom line of fishing in the division is to get to the All-American. That's the goal. That's been the goal for me since I started this many years ago. I'm a freaking dinosaur. Ha ha ha. Yes, I've been around. You know. Then I had someone make a comment that, well, gee, you know, you've been fishing all this time, and you may as well be a co-angler. And I kind of thought about it a minute, and I thought, well, you know, I don't know. I'll just reiterate what I've said before. Everybody that's a golfer, do they all win a Grand Slam? Everybody that's played professional football, have there been great players that never got to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl, or even got to the Super Bowl? So, you know, hey, when you sign up for a tournament, 80% of you ain't getting a check. That's how difficult this sport is. That means only 1 in 5 of you are going to get a check. Okay? That's the reality of it. So it's tough. It's not an easy sport. And it's an expensive sport. You know, gas, hotel, all that. You know, you gotta love to compete. But anyway, this is Mike Quattrone, your ordinary angler, talking to ordinary anglers. And I'm on the road to Pickwick to fish the BFL wild card. Anyway, y'all have a wonderful day. I'll talk to y'all later.